These are some of the most rare and valuable 1976 Bicentennial Quarters. They are not just ordinary coins. Some are old, worn, and even dirty, yet collectors see them as hidden treasures. This coin is more than metal. It connects directly to America's 200th birthday, a time filled with pride, celebration, and history. At first glance, it looks like a normal quarter you might ignore. You could easily pass it by without thinking twice. But when you stop and really look at it, you realize it carries a special story. Holding one of these coins feels like holding a small piece of the past, made during a moment when the entire country was celebrating its history and future. Maybe it's an old, dirty 1976 Bicentennial Quarter that has been sitting in a drawer for decades, completely unnoticed. You pick it up and tilt it under the light. Suddenly, something looks strange. Your heart beats a little faster. This isn't just any quarter. It could be a rare coin that collectors search for every day. This small piece of metal is more than money. It holds history, mystery, and the chance of a real treasure. What you're about to learn may change the way you look at every quarter you find. The 1976 Bicentennial Quarter was made to celebrate America's 200th birthday. It shows the special date 1776 to 1976 and a unique design on the back. Instead of the usual eagle, it features a powerful eagle holding arrows and an olive branch, a symbol of strength and peace. Millions of these coins were made, but a small number were struck with serious mistakes. Those error coins are the ones collectors want most. Some of the most valuable errors include double designs, off-center strikes, and broad strikes. A double die happens when the coin design is impressed twice in the wrong way. This causes the numbers, letters, or images to look doubled. These errors are easy to spot and can greatly raise a coin's value. Depending on how strong the doubling is, a bicentennial quarter like this could sell for $500, a few $1,000s, or even $15,000. In very rare cases, coins with extreme or combined errors have sold for close to $100,000. Broad strikes are another exciting mistake. These happen when the coin is struck without the proper collar holding it in place. The metal spreads outward, making the coin look wider than normal. Parts of the design may stretch or appear cut off near the edges. Even a dirty or worn coin with a strong broad strike can be worth $1,000 to $25,000 or more. Off-center strikes are some of the most dramatic errors of all. These occur when the coin blank is not lined up correctly during the strike. The result is a coin where part of the design is missing. You might see the eagle sliding toward the edge or the date pushed far to one side. Collectors love these coins because the mistake is easy to see. Values can range from $2,000 to $50,000, and extreme examples have reached six figures. Many valuable error coins were never saved on purpose. They were spent, stored in jars, dropped into piggy banks, or forgotten in drawers. That's why even old and dirty coins deserve a closer look. What seems normal at first might reveal a major error when examined closely. Collectors inspect every coin carefully, no matter how worn it looks. A heavily used quarter with a serious mistake can still be worth thousands. Professional grading companies help confirm these errors and increase beer confidence. Even a circulated coin with a strong error can sell for $2,500 to $10,000 or more. Coins with dramatic errors or multiple mistakes can reach values of $100,000 or higher. But the real excitement comes from the discovery itself. Imagine checking an old coin jar and spotting a strange-looking 1976 quarter. At first, it feels ordinary. Then you notice doubling on the date, a wider shape, or a shifted design. In that moment, everything changes. That feeling is what makes coin collecting so exciting. Every old and dirty coin could be hiding a rare treasure, just waiting to be found. You might find it sitting quietly in an old drawer, darkened by time and covered in dirt. At first, it looks like nothing special. Just an old dollar coin from the 1970s, but when you turn it under the light, something feels different. That's when you realize you may be holding a rare 1976 Bicentennial Eisenhower dollar with a minting error. This coin is more than just money. It was made to celebrate America's 200th birthday, a moment filled with pride and excitement across the country. The Bicentennial Eisenhower dollar became a symbol of that celebration, honoring the nation's history in a bold and lasting way. These coins were struck at the Denver Mint and were meant for everyday use. Millions were made, and most were spent like normal coins. But a very small number were created with mistakes during the minting process. Those mistakes are what makes certain coins extremely valuable today. Errors can happen when coins are made quickly and in large numbers. Sometimes the metal blank is not placed correctly. Other times the die shifts or the design is struck more than once. These small problems can completely change how a coin looks. To collectors, these mistakes are not damage, they are treasures. Even coins that are old and worn can be valuable if the error is strong. A bicentennial Eisenhower dollar with a clear off-center strike, where the design is pushed to one side, can sell for hundreds or even a few $1,000s. The more dramatic the shift, the higher the value. Some coins show doubling in the design. The date, the lettering, or the Liberty Bell may appear doubled when viewed closely. These doubled errors are highly sought after. Depending on how clear the doubling is, values can range from $1,000 to $10,000 or more. The rarest examples are coins with more than one error or coins that remain in surprisingly nice condition despite being old. These special pieces can reach values in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. In extreme cases, collectors believe the very best examples could approach prices most people would never expect from a modern coin. Many of these discoveries come from unexpected places. A coin that sat in a dusty drawer for decades might look dull and ordinary. But under magnification, collectors may spot a stretched design, uneven edges, or subtle doubling in the date. That's the moment when an overlooked coin turns into something extraordinary. Most bicentennial Eisenhower dollars were made correctly, and error coins are rare. Only a tiny number shows strong, collectible mistakes. That rarity is what drives excitement and high prices in the market. Collectors also care about professional grading. Even a coin with scratches, wear, and dark surfaces can be valuable if the error is real and clear. Grading services examine both the condition and the rarity of the mistake. A well-documented error coin can still sell for thousands, even if it was once heavily used. Interest in these coins goes far beyond the United States. Collectors around the world compete for rare bicentennial Eisenhower dollars. International auctions often bring higher prices, as demand comes from many countries at once. When you hold one of these coins, you're holding a moment when history and chance cross paths. A small mistake at the mint created something unique, something collectors dream of finding. That mix of history, rarity, and surprise is what makes the 1976 bicentennial Eisenhower dollar with errors one of the most exciting coins in modern collecting. And it all starts with a coin that once looked ordinary, waiting patiently to be discovered. Next up, let's talk about a coin that doesn't look special at first, but can be worth a shocking amount of money. This is the 1976 bicentennial Kennedy half dollar. Old, dirty, and often ignored, this coin has surprised collectors with prices that can reach into the thousands, and in rare cases, far beyond that. Imagine sorting through an old box of coins that's been sitting untouched for years. Maybe it belonged to your parents or grandparents. Most of the coins look normal, but one half dollar stands out just a little. It feels heavier, the design looks slightly off. That's when curiosity kicks in, and you start to wonder if this coin is more than it seems. The bicentennial Kennedy half dollar was made to honor America's 200th birthday. It carries the special dual date, 1776 to 1976, marking a major moment in U.S. history. Coins with the D mint mark were struck in Denver, and millions were released into everyday use. Most were spent, scratched, and forgotten. But a very small number were made with minting mistakes, and those mistakes changed everything. Collectors love errors because they tell a story of something going wrong at the mint. One of the most wanted errors is the double die. This happens when the design is pressed more than once, slightly out of place. When you look closely, the date, the word Liberty, or parts of Kennedy's face may appear doubled. These errors are easy to spot and highly prized. Depending on how strong the doubling is, values can range from a few $100s to tens of thousands. Another exciting mistake is the broad strike. This happens when the coin is struck without the normal color holding it in place. The metal spreads outward, making the coin look wider than it should. Parts of the design may seem stretched or cut off near the edges. Even coins that are worn and dirty can be worth serious money if this error is clear. Some have sold for thousands, even when they look rough. Off-center strikes are some of the most dramatic errors of all. These happen when the blank is not lined up correctly before it's struck. The result is a coin where part of the design is missing or pushed far to one side. The more extreme the shift, the more collectors want it. Some off-center Kennedy half-dollars have reached prices that most people would never expect from a coin found in a drawer. What surprises many people is that condition isn't everything. An old, dirty coin can still be extremely valuable if the error is strong. A half-dollar that looks worn from decades of use might still hide a rare mistake. That's why collectors examine every detail, even on coins that look damaged or dull. Professional grading also matters. Grading companies study both the condition and the type of error. Even coins with scratches, tarnish, or heavy wear can earn high prices if the error is rare enough. Some mid-grade examples have sold for thousands simply because so few exist. The excitement comes from the unknown. A coin that once passed through countless hands might now be a hidden treasure. That's why collectors never stop looking. Every old coin carries a chance, and sometimes that chance is life-changing. So what do all these bicentennial dollar coins have in common? They remind us that history doesn't always sit in museums. Sometimes it's hiding in old drawers, dusty boxes, and forgotten jars of change. A coin that looks worn, dirty, or ordinary can carry a rare mistake, a powerful story, and a value that no one ever expected. These bicentennial dollars were made to celebrate America's 200th birthday, but a small number became something even more special. Mint errors, rare strikes, and unusual details turned everyday coins into treasures that collectors now chase across the world. And the most exciting part is this: some of these coins are still out there, waiting to be found. That's why it always pays to look twice. The next coin you pick up could be more than just spare change. It could be a piece of history, a rare mistake, or even a life-changing discovery. If you enjoy uncovering hidden coin treasures and learning what makes certain coins so valuable, make sure to subscribe to Coins Info, turn on notifications so you never miss a new video about rare coins, mint errors, and incredible finds hiding in plain sight. Keep checking your change, keep asking questions, and keep exploring the world of coins. We'll see you in the next video on Coins Info.